have been in the same way.
No, we would have. No, first off, Master would have took you and beat you somewhere because you was late. Wow.
That's crazy.
CWTFB Radio. I'm Charlie Machine alongside my Choco Bliss, Honey Kiss, never miss my good sis, Big Bells from a big block, the latest. You know what I mean? We're not going to keep that part out. Big bro, Big Fifth. Damn, Rick in the building.
Hey,
yo, fuck what Bells got going on, nigga. But we gon' she late as fuck, by the way. Late as fuck.
All right.
But we gonna get into the mix. Come on.
Yeah, yes, sir. I don't want nobody
fucking with me in these streets. Yes, sir.
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets.
Come on.
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got
time for that.
Shit. Come on. What we gonna do is we gonna take you on a little journey, man. Boston rap, Boston sampling shit. This is 2018. This is my man Avenue. Come on.
Hey, yo, this young white bitch with the hustle. I'm no Russell. Bobby Brown used to cop up my uncle. Couple shooters brought they pistols, so we not finna wrestle. I'm frying line with my squadron, never know what it comes to.
G Money was all good until he got in his feelings.
I want the feeling with the stars in the ceiling.
Them hoes
got double tapping. I'm drilling, jugging. I'm still in the
hood.
Had to make it killing.
Episode 272. We in the garage. God damn it, no we're not. We're in the media lab. At the Sound Lab. You ain't fly. You ain't fly. You ain't fly. Come on. Look. Mellow. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Yes, sir. Come on, man. Let's get it. We got love in here. I want y'all to understand something, man. We're going to play the songs that Boston sampled over the years, man. We're going to flash forward to 2021 right here. Anybody know where we at right now? Brian was here. Sheena was here. You know what I mean? Cuzzo Peasy in the building. You know what I mean? Corn, get it on. Whatever team you on, you need a nigga like Corn. And that's on Dead Dogs. Yaramin in the building. Street team in the building. Captain America in the building. You know what I mean? Big Bert. I'll never be as gangster as my sister. Never. Woo! Come on, G. My man work in the building. I know he know what the fuck's going on with this. My beautiful wife in here. Come on. Oh, look, yeah. Hey. Shout out my nigga Cousin Sticks. Come on. Member. Come on. How y'all feeling? You feeling late, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yo, Brian, that mix was good, right? Yeah, that mix was good. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting better. I'm trying to be like you, my nigga. Got my nigga Carcel in the building. You know what I mean? What's up, baby? Where's Grease? Grease couldn't be here tonight. She said she on her way, but we'll see.
Fast file charges, friends turn the songs.
Wow. Let's go. 272, man. We here for y'all. Boston, worldwide, everywhere. You gonna reapply, my nigga? Keep it all blessings, man. Keep it all blessings.
Keep it all blessings.
Yeah.
Beat me up, going far, see me there. Purple car, sippy cup. Friends finna leave me up.
2021 was a good year for us, man. Right after the pandemic, a lot of good things was happening in the city. It was a snowball effect of where we are right now. So we couldn't not talk about these guys. Shout out Cousin Stiz, man. We're gonna bring y'all in on some real soulful shit. Ba-da-da-da-da. That would have been my role if I was in that group. I would have done the background. Ba-da-da-da-da. That would have been 50's part right here. Yeah. Boogie in here. Mr. You know, things is different on this side. I feel like my shit talking is about to reach a whole nother echelon. It's about to get crazy. You know, I could only talk shit on beats that sound like this. Let's get it. I knew work knew what this was. Yeah. Come on.
Don't even worry about it. Man of my word. Look, shit going wrong, but I try not to be pessimistic. They getting rich on OnlyFans. I might invest in bitches. If she keep it 10 toes, she get a necklace gift. Head doctor would have thought I got her necklace.
Shout out my nigga Millies. My nigga Mills. I know a lot of you bitch ass niggas hate that niggas love Mills. But it's not my fault, you dirty. And you broke.
Repetitious, how my youngins keep on spinning back. Cause we don't hold grudges, we remember facts. Ain't in the cap, this new era is corny.
Dirty niggas is broke.
Like a bitch and they keep getting a horny. We mix hundreds with these 50s, had a revenue orgy. Major labels reaching out, but they could never afford it. Sneaker box money, flight club in my closet. Independent powerhouse with a hustler's logic.
Come on, man. That's what we on.
Diamonds dripping pipes first before we take any losses. My wrist could turn a hater's stomach. VV's making them nauseous. Make-believe bosses don't know the feeling. Racing these Porsches.
Yeah.
Cocaine and traffickers. Santeria practicers. Baddest hoes attaching to my dick like a catheter. Kush the color lavender. Passenger in the Bentley peeling. Old hoes gossiping like Wendy Williams. Shit, I'm chilling.
We gonna flash forward to what we got going on right now, man.
Yeah.
DJ Machine, we in here.
You alright.
I'm alright. I'm alright.
It's a special day today, baby. It's a special day.
Come on. The Osley brothers always bring it in crazy.
Most sample group of all time.
Yeah. Love put me on the corner. Come on, let's get it. Love put me on the street. Put me in the streets. God damn.
Love put me on the corner.
Yada me. What's up, baby?
I'm looking for someone else.
My man looking for someone else. Street team. Someone to love. Come on. Feed the family in here.
Gun turn you to a goner. So think twice, you run up on her. Cho had me in the mix. My connect had me lit. 100 grams, I flushed it quick when the door got hit.
Yeah.
So my mom's, I was the baby boy.
Look,
I could do no
we about to
wrong.
get this shit started.
Had a jump shot up in
I'm
school,
Charlie
now I
Machine,
still shoot from long.
alongside
Gun in my
Late Ass
palm, but
Bells.
You know the type of shit I'm on.
Big
All
Bro,
these
Damn
drugs I
Rick.
sold might as well have been in my
Yeah,
arms,
man.
'cause I was hooked. I never played by the book.
She
I
can't even
played
deny the fact that she
alongside
laid it in the
crooks.
motherfucker.
Trip to the bag, it had me sad. You know the time
Had
it
niggas
took.
waiting.
Nigga, this how grinding look. You get found
As you
by
should.
dead
Christ.
on the rival with sound, how it look.
Wow. Come on. I'm about to start making beats, nigga. My mixing game is getting crazy.
Yeah. Book a session at the lab.
Come on. You know what I mean? The corner. Fiends put me on the streets. Come on. It's my man Bodie Rock. I want to give y'all an inside look on what Boston look like, man. There's Mills, Av, Feed the Family. There's a lot of others. So if you're talking about some of my favorite samples since 2018, here we are. Wow. He said I got a high self-esteem. I can't get any twat. God damn, man. Come on. Episode 272. We in here. We in the media lab, man. How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, man.
Yeah, Bells, what's up? You want to speak?
Do I want to speak?
Yeah, do you want to speak?
Why not?
You want to act like you here?
I am here.
Oh, you're here. I'm glad you're here.
What's up with you? What you got going on?
The latest.
Yeah,
the biggest.
the biggest, the
The
latest.
latest.
The best. All
Yeah,
of it.
whatever.
The best at being
mo-
late.
the mo-
I
wow,
like that.
yeah.
That
Oh,
was
that was so good. That was so good. That was so good.
That was
What do?
one more interruption. I don't know, bro.
I can't stand her, yo. Fuck out of here.
Acting real
Anyway,
different
man.
already, huh?
Let's shout out.
Okay. We ain't even. Golly.
Let's shout out our sponsors, man. Always sponsored by the Sound Lab, man. We in the Sound Lab. Come on, make some noise for the Sound Lab. That's 60 Skinner Street, rear, pause in Brockton, Mass. Run up in here for all your audio needs, whether that be audio recording, music recording, vocal coaching, internships, things of that nature. You can come here for video shoots, photo shoots. You can come here for just simple networking, man. You can come over here and meet all types of people. You can go on soundlabma.com and you can, link with the likes of Nicole De Silva, man. She's the manager here. We got Boogie in here. We got Samba in here. We got Devo the Genius in here. We got Cam Cripp in here. We got Dimelo Daro in here. And a plethora of other people who are going to get to you and cater to your needs, man. Again, that website is soundlabma.com. Shout out to Big 2, man. 211, the owner. Shout out to RX as well, co-owner. They couldn't be here tonight, man, but shout out to those guys, man. I love those guys for real, man, for opening up an opportunity for everybody in the community, not just us, not just, young artists, new artists, old artists, whoever wants to fuck with the Sound Lab is here for the Sound Lab, man. So shout out to those guys, man. If it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be no Sound Lab, man. So again, www.soundlabma.com. Let's get it. Quite on set. Come on.
All right, back new.
Shout out to our other sponsor. Shout out to my man Boston's Hair Flow over at the Temple of Groom. That's 2 locations. There's one in Boston, that's the Fenway area. There's another one in Cambridge, that's the Harvard Square area, man. Run up in there for all your luxury haircut needs, man. If you want like a really fresh lineup, really tight taper, If you look at me, I've been wearing hats again, like I said last week. I've been wearing hats week over week because my hair ain't where I want it to be right now. But my shit look crazy. My shit look tight, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like shut up. Shut your late ass up. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, run up in there. My man will hook you up if you a regular. He might bust out the Blue Label. He might bust out the Macallan 18, 12. Look, it might be 12 if you ain't really regular like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, look, you know what I mean? And also, I know school's out right now, but if your child is on honor roll, they get a free haircut. That direct haircut right after the honor roll report card will be free on the house because my man Flo loved the kids, man. So shout out to my man Boston Hair Flow. Over there at the Temple of Groom, 2 locations, Boston and Cambridge. One more coming soon in the Coolidge Corner area, man. We're going to keep you updated on that, man. Come on. But, my peoples.
Yo.
How y'all feeling?
Despite being verbally
ridiculed
and physically,
and verbally
can I talk
mauled?
or no? You just asked me if I wanted to talk. Now you talking when I'm talking.
Go ahead, talk. Go ahead, talk.
Okay.
It's your world.
Okay.
Grease.
Verbally,
Grease just walked in, people.
Grease.
Grease. Let's go.
Nicole, the Grease, De Silva just walked in the building. My fault. What was you saying? My fault.
I'm so sick of you.
Got distracted.
She was working, so it was whatever. Well, anyway, what was you saying?
She's late for a reason.
All right, man. Dang. I don't even remember the question.
It doesn't even matter.
It don't. So, who cares?
I said, how you feeling?
Abused.
Abused?
Yes.
I'm glad.
Underappreciated.
That's wild. Underappreciated is not the right word.
Verbally abused. Excessively. But other than that, I'm good.
Okay.
That's good. I love that.
Fifth, how you feeling, baby?
I'm feeling good. You know, I was on time.
Yeah.
You know, being on time is what we're taught in kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I executed that at my big age is very exciting.
Yeah.
You know,
you're the oldest one on this couch, right?
Unfortunately, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't think we was going to go there. You know, that's a little violent.
No. It wasn't violent. I just wanted to make a point.
That I'm old as shit.
No,
that's a little violent.
You're just
Fucked
older
up.
than us. It doesn't make you old as shit.
I think I'm the oldest person in this room right now. That makes me old as shit.
I don't know. But whatever. Continue.
We got some 50. Oh, Kong. Yeah, he old. Word. No, I mean, might as well. I'm the second oldest in the room. But I feel good, man. You know, I'm excited. You know, just happy to be here.
Okay. So here's why I gathered you all here today. I gathered some of my favorite people in the city here today to witness and just hear first. Mm-hmm. You know, CWTFB Radio is the first podcast to be a part of the REVOLT Podcast Network, man. Come on.
You heard that. You heard that. You heard that.
So
yeah. You heard that.
Yeah. It's like that. Look. Hold on. Settle down. All right. So it is for us. Like, I feel really grateful for the opportunity. Mm-hmm. First off, and we're the guinea pigs. I want y'all to understand that. But as long as this makes sense, it's gonna open up the doors for a lot of people and a lot of things in this area, right? Because this scene, this market gets overlooked a lot of the times, man. So that's why I want to give a big shout out to my man Sadiq, man. Shout out my man Sadiq, yeah, for real. Because he gave niggas the alley when he could have gave anybody the alley. and he said, you know what, CWTFB makes sense. He talked to his people over at Revolt, and we made it happen, man. Sign on the dotted line. Things is happening. It's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And and you know, I feel I'm excited. Like excited is like an understatement. I don't even have the words for it right now. But how y'all feel?
You good? This nigga Charlie's not excited enough for me, man. This is motherfucking Revolt, my nigga. We worked hard to get here, my nigga. This nigga Charlie put in the work. Let's fucking go, man.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Nigga being humble at the wrong time. Fuck all that. Get a hand clap, baby. Yeah. Yeah, there's no humble with this shit. You know what I mean? Now it's foot on nuts. You know what I mean? There's no humble with this shit.
But it ain't a me thing. It's a we thing. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it, man. It's a team thing. I couldn't be here without everybody. You know, even though my co-host was late as fuck.
Mad late.
I couldn't do it without everybody here. I'll give it to Bells. Bells was the first person to believe in me to say that she will be a co-host on CWTFB Radio. And I appreciate you forever, sis, and I love you for that. You know what I mean? For real. Come on, give me a hug. But realistically, Harvard in here. Come on, man. On demand in here. Oh, we got the whole crew in here. Hey, what's up, baby? How y'all doing? But look, it comes down to believing in the message, believing in the vision, man, and just carrying that forth, man. CWTFB, what is that? Choose what the future brings, my nigga. We wasn't gonna stop grinding. We wasn't gonna stop doing it, whether a revolt became a thing or not. And no disrespect, but look, goddamn, I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
The fuck is you talking about, right? We look at what's came before niggas as far as like podcasts and things of that nature, and we always throw it up for them and things of that nature, and we always throw it up for artists who's popped and people who are close and all of that. But what I really want to do, man, is be that centrifugal location where we're revolving that Boston culture. You know what I mean? Like when we got motherfuckers that come out here for the city, man, it's us, man. It's up. It's Revolt. You know what I mean? Come on, man. CWTFB Radio, man, powered by REVOLT Podcast Network, man. You know
I'm excited. I'm excited. What do you say?
I already popped some champagne, so I'm going to pour myself some champagne now.
That's crazy.
You know,
but don't nobody else got a glass but him.
You know, it's whatever.
I mean, my nigga,
prepared.
you know what I mean? I don't like champagne.
I'll be
you know what I'm
prepared,
saying?
so, you know what I mean? Can somebody get Bells a cup, please?
Thank you.
For champagne,
Anyone.
please? Anybody?
Anybody? Somebody? Oh, that's crazy. It's a regular cup.
They gonna
It's a
pick up the
regular-
cup off
Thank
the
you,
floor
Mel.
and give it to you?
That would be insane.
It's because you was late.
Thank you.
It's a red cup with no wrap.
But what about you supposed to toast to this?
I mean, I'll toast with
Like,
my regular cup because champagne is
supposed to be-
disgusting.
It's really not. It's low calorie.
All right, everybody put y'all glasses up. Put y'all cups up in the air,
Let's
man.
go.
Red cups
Let's
everywhere,
go.
man.
Yeah.
Let's
CWTFB
go.
Radio,
Cheers.
Revolt TV.
Yeah.
We here.
Too soon.
Revolt. We're going to revolt against the system.
I'm crying.
Yes, sir. My guy. But we got a lot of shit to cover tonight. What's going on? We got a lot of shit to cover tonight, man.
Wait, but you know what? Before we do start, I don't think I ever even get to say.
Yo, can we get quiet on set, please? Please, hold it down.
I don't think I ever get to say. I know y'all give me a whole lot of crap and we tussle sometimes, but I don't think I ever get to say how much I appreciate you, both of you. I appreciate you for even opening your arms and inviting me onto what started off as your platform that you were doing alone. It was your thing. You did not have to bring me on. And I want to thank y'all for always making me feel safe and protected. I have never come here and felt uncomfortable or out of place. And I just appreciate you for even seeing a vision with me in it. And I know that there were a lot of others that came through and they could not stand the test of time because they're not me. But I just want to say,
pop your shit.
I'm glad.
Pop your shit, sis.
I'm glad that I'm here with you. And I also just want to say, like, it could have never been nobody but me.
Come on, man.
But I really do appreciate y'all so much. And I love y'all, for real, for real.
Love you too.
Thank you for bringing me on.
Absolutely. You know, it was crazy, you know, and I'll say that too, because, like, you know what I mean, a lot has happened over the last 5.5 years, right? So, like, shout out to everybody who's ever been a part of CWTFB Radio, man. Shout out to all the former co-hosts, man. Shout out my brother Cash. I wish he could have been here tonight.
Shout out to Cash, baby.
That's how things are. Shout out to Chanel. Shout out to Gina.
Damn, Gina.
Shout out to all the guest hosts we had. You know what I mean? Like it's been a run. We had a run. We had a real run. But you know, the core is the core, and you know, the test of time is a real thing. I mean, because 5.5 years is a long time for a lot of people, but 5.5 years to a lifetime of memories and accomplishments and milestones ain't shit to me, nigga. 5.5 years ain't shit. So that's why we here, and that's why we celebrating, man. So shout out to y'all for being here, man. Fifth, thank you, brother. Appreciate you for being here, my nigga. On Dead Dogs, thank you to the both of y'all, man, because, you know what I mean, like, I don't want to talk to the camera by myself.
Right.
That's just ass. I mean, I could.
We all know you could.
But like, come on, man. That's just ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need some people to talk to. You know what I mean? So we here, man. Revolt TV.
And thank you. Revolt TV. Revolt TV. And thank you to Revolt TV too. Shout out to y'all for even putting us on.
Shout out to my guys over at the Podcast Network, man. It should feel surreal. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, it really do. But you know, we here, man. We here, and we're gonna continue to work. We're gonna continue to create quality content and shining light on all, you know, the most prominent people out here in our network, and also people outside of our network, man. Because I wanted to start looking real different in Boston, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. For real. All right, so let's move on, man, because I want to get into these ratings.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to talk about what we got to talk about tonight. So first things first, man. Red Cups and ratings. This week, just like every other week, we got 2 projects that we're going to rate, man. The first one this week is actually somebody who was actually supposed to be here tonight. I don't know where he's at. But anyway, it's somebody who's been on here multiple times, man. The producer's been here before as well, man. We talking about Booty Rock and Vinyl Villain. They dropped Lord of the Zings. That's 10 tracks, 24 minutes. What y'all think?
This was an easy listen.
Yeah.
Production was on point as usual. It was cohesive. Engineering was on point. It's authentic. It's classic Booty. My favorite track on there, honestly, is Rags to Riches with Kill the Artist. And I don't really got too much to say. It's Booty, it's wavy, it's him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Does, nigga?
I will say, though, that there was like an element of repetitiveness, right? Like, we've heard this, but again, it's like classic Booty. But this project didn't necessarily move me, like, and I don't want to say it like it was supposed to, but I was just like, oh, okay, like
you ain't never zinged the zing in your life.
You're absolutely
nigga.
right.
That's what it was.
You're right.
You ain't never sung a zing, nigga. You ain't never sang a song.
No,
or sing a zing.
I have not.
You know what I mean?
I have not.
So
And maybe that's where it was.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, so I think that's where the disconnect was for me. However, that doesn't take away from the quality of the project. It was an easy listen. I enjoyed it. It was cool. That's it.
Okay. Damn break.
That shit was hard, man. You know, I like the title of the fucking album. I like the title of every fucking record on here. Bodyface Killer.
Yeah.
The nigga's absurd for that fucking title.
Yeah.
Fucking Rated R with Blue Hill Bill and Kill the Artist.
Yeah.
I think Blue Hill Bill got the best ad-libs for gunshots in the game. He gives you gentle gunshots, and I think that's real gangster, my nigga.
Gentle gunshots.
Yeah. Gentle gunshots is real fucking gangster. The nigga really does his thing, man. You know, Buddy really did a good job. Vinyl Villain, the first time I heard of him was when he did the shit with Giles. Giles.
Word.
That was probably one of my favorite records.
Blaylock shit,
yeah,
right?
Mookie Blaylock. That's probably my favorite record in the past couple years. You know what I mean? Favorite album. But yeah, this was absolutely phenomenal. Bodie does a good job of picking his production and, you know, rapping on beats that he knows that he can excel on. Mm-hmm. He doesn't ever pick a beat that's going to supersede his rapping. So I think that's important as an artist to pick beats that you could rap on, where your lyrics and your performance outshine the beats. Mm-hmm. You know, far too often these rappers depend on these producers to make these records, and it takes away from the hip hop origin. You know, so Bodie keeps it real funky, my nigga. You know, we're not talking about absurd lyrics. We're not talking about the most lyrical person on the planet. But what he does is he makes music that's fucking wavy, bro. Yeah. If you was there when Max B was there, my nigga, he absolutely makes music that makes you want to get jiggy. He makes you want to fuck bitches. He makes you want to fucking enjoy yourself. He makes you just want to enjoy life. I don't necessarily want to fuck bitches because I'm married, but for those that are into that, you know what I'm saying? He really puts on for everybody.
Good
you know
save.
What I mean?
Good save.
Nobody on this couch.
Nah. He makes good music
wife
for
here
everybody.
Looking at me like, nigga, what you gonna say?
Nigga? I know. You was catching that secondhand heat, but yeah, Bodie did all in all. Bodie did a phenomenal job. Oh shit, I'm playing Bodie right now. I don't think this is his best body of work. I think that this was just a good filler music. For somebody that has a lot of time on their hands and a lot of writing, it's important for him to get his ideas out on paper so that he can create the best body of work in the future. So yes, this wasn't his best body of work, but this is absolutely part of the collection. And it prepares you for the next work that he got going on. So all in all, good job.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree with a lot of the shit you said. And I think Bodie Rock has he's already, because he's part of the Feed the Family Collective and because he's running around with Westside Gun, he's created a very vast looking following. You know what I'm saying? Like, his following is crazy. These guys was just in Paris.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking with Westside Gun out there doing a show on like Paris. Like, that's crazy. Being some, if you knew who these niggas was, being some your niggas from Boston doing what they doing, like, this is a really, really big deal. Yeah. I feel Lord of the Zings just goes into the Bodie Rock character.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we expect from Bodie Rock. Yeah. You know what the niggas say on Krika, like the first record is called Krika.
Yeah.
Everybody in here knows what Krika means, right? We all from Boston. That's pussy. And Cape Verdean Creole, for you niggas who don't know. Anybody from outside of Boston might not know. Maybe Rhode Island would know. You know what I mean? Yeah, all of that. Como Buster, right? What you just said, right? I don't know if I said it right, but
probably not.
But Krika is like my favorite word in Cape Verdean Creole, nigga. Krika de Bumai was one of the first shits I heard, nigga. Yeah. That means your mother's pussy, which is wild. Which is wild, right? But the nigga said her Krika stink, right? The nigga took that line, the Krika stink, and called the song Krika. My favorite song on here has to be Rated R with Blue Hillbilly and Kill the Artist.
It's fire.
Just
bro.
because the lyrical prowess was on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
But my the funnest song for me had to be Macumba.
I knew he was gonna say Macumba.
Which was the last record.
Yeah.
Because I've been to Macumba with Bordy. And Bordy's a fucking nut, my nigga. And if you don't know what Macumba is, it's a little small little bar/lounge in Mattapan. That's where I'm from. Macumba's a good time if you go with the right people. And when I went there with Bordy Rock, it was fucking great. It was excellent. So shout out to my nigga Bordy Rock, man. Shout out Vinyl Villain. Vinyl Villain, we can't just mull over Vinyl Villain's production. Vinyl Villain's production was immaculate on here, man. I ain't hear a beat that I didn't like.
Yeah.
There's literally not one beat on here that I did not like. Vinyl Villain is a motherfucking beast, my nigga. And what I like is when artists who are prominent in their town link with another producer who's prominent in their town and they create something that's timeless. I think this is timeless. And I don't think anybody could come up with a name like Lord of the Zings other than Bordy Rock. It doesn't matter to anybody and Feed the Family.
Yeah.
No.
You know, we could say Dunny maybe, but Dunny's not going to go that far left.
Yeah.
Because Dunny probably never watched Lord of the Rings.
Right.
And Bordy probably never watched Lord of the Rings. But he's just a nut like that. And he's going to, fuck it, I'm Lord of the Zings, nigga, right? I love that shit, man. The
album art, too.
The album art was insane.
The art is fire. With the Pele jacket, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
And the font was on point.
Yeah.
Like, got it straight from the motion picture.
Yeah.
Lord of the Zings. I love that shit, man. So, honestly, yeah, this was classic Bordy, like Bell said. This wasn't anything that I've heard that I've heard before or anything that, like, it wasn't anything that I haven't heard before. My fault. That's what I meant to say. It wasn't anything that I haven't heard before. It wasn't anything that, stood out to me as far as, like, words and balls. But what I'll give you about Bordy is Bordy will always give you quotables.
Yeah.
He will always give you a whole bunch of bars where you're just like, these are captions for Instagram photos,
right.
nigga.
Yeah.
On Dead Dogs. You go listen to a Bordy Rock project, and then you got mad captions for your Instagram photos, nigga. You can go online and you can post your flyest shit because of Bordy Rock, nigga.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the rating.
Let me see. You're not wavy.
You're not wavy.
Brokey.
Ain't nobody wavy. Bordy Rock, Vinyl Villain, Lord of the Zings. Out of 5 red cups, we gave this one 4.7. Come on, man. Shout out my guys, man. I wish you was in here.
Whew.
All right, next one. Next record that we're going to rate is somebody who's from Mass. He's been doing his thing for a while, and surprisingly so, he's still very young. He has a lot of time ahead of him, man. This is my guy, Token.
Thank you.
He's out of Salem. He dropped I'm Not Supposed to Be Here. This is 17 tracks, 1 hour long. What y'all think?
You got it, boss. You want me to go? Go ahead, ladies.
I think it was a phenomenal project. I feel like the intro set the precedent. It was a real good song.
Nigga, what?
Overall, the whole project I feel like was really, for 17 tracks, this was an easy listen.
Yeah.
I will say that. Like, there was no point where I was like, okay, skip. Okay, I'm bored. Okay, next. He was literally telling a story and I was tuned in.
Yeah, he kept you engaged.
Honest, raw. You could tell he's like still working through some things, but he's still having like this almost roller coaster of a human experience. Never Me.
Yeah.
Insane. One thing I don't like about being better than all these rappers is no one is trying me. I beg your pardon.
I like that.
Like, Friends, lyrically and production wise, man, I just love the storytelling throughout. Sarah's song,
Yeah.
I don't know who Sarah is.
Sarah, you were dirty.
But
Actually,
Yeah.
if he was my brother or my close friend, Sarah would have to get the paws put on her.
look.
Hands
Sarah,
and feet.
Sarah, you want some shit.
Because
Her name was probably Megan or some shit for real. Yeah, I mean,
you ain't want to say it was really
fucking
the
Emily.
real name, right?
Fucking Emily.
She the kind of girl that you warn your sons about.
Yeah, that's the type of bitch that gets stone cold stunnered.
Did
Dead dogs.
him dirty in the craziest way. And that also like kind of, he put it in a song, but that's something that happens far too often. And I feel like women get away with this way too much. Way too much. Lying on men, saying that something that you consented to was not.
Actually, was
You know
that
what I'm
Sarah's
saying?
song or was that
That
Friends?
was Sarah's song.
Oh, no, that was Sarah's song. You're right. My fault.
Golly.
Friends was his man's that was wildin'.
Yeah.
All right, my fault.
Who took advantage of the,
Yeah.
of the chick. And that's a whole nother thing, too.
That's a whole nother thing. Hey, go ahead. I'm going to get into that.
But yeah, overall, very good project. There was nothing that I could pick apart about it. It was real, real good. I enjoyed it a lot. And for someone that's still in his like 20s, this is crazy to me. Yeah, I was shocked at his age
Me
to have
too.
experienced all of this and
Me
have all
too.
of this. So,
Damn, Rick.
Diary number 1 was a good ending too.
Yeah,
So.
it was.
So this was actually really good. I never thought that I would be able to relate to a 26-year-old Jewish kid, but I got a lot in common with the motherfucker. The motherfucker put out records and was extremely transparent.
Yeah.
He talked about his relationship with his father after his father passed away. I could resonate with that because my dad sucks. And, I spent a lot of my later years in life trying to understand why he sucked. And the reason he sucked is because he didn't have the guidance that he needed in order to be a good father. So listening to Token talking about that and how, his father inherited basically the sins of his own father, I understood that. I understand what that's like on a day-to-day basis. A lot of times I feel like I'm living in my dad's shadows. I feel like I get compared to him a lot, despite the fact that I'm trying to create my own legacy and my own, my own ground. This whole album was great, from production to lyricism to transparency. A lot of times, it's something that I do want to talk about is, being sexually assaulted. He was a young man at 12 years old and didn't know the difference between right and wrong. He didn't understand that he was being taken advantage of, and he talks about that. And a lot of times, a lot of people, a lot of men specifically, are afraid to talk about those traumas because they feel like it makes them less than. And the fact that Token took the opportunity to rap about it, and despite any criticism that he might face in the future, he spoke his truth. And to me, that's extremely important, because a lot of times we hide behind the shadows of false bullshit and, trying to hide behind a persona that doesn't exist. And he wasn't afraid to live his truth. So this album was great in all facets. This is something that I had my son listen to because I wanted him to understand basically that point of view. Gangster rap is gangster rap, but to hear something, from the heart, from the soul, something similar to poetry, I think it's important because it helps build the foundation to the shit that you actually like and you love and that you really want to emulate. So Token did a phenomenal job.
Absolutely.
Shout out to him, man. This was actually perfect through and through. I went back and I listened to his earlier music, and this is probably the best body of work. The only downfall is, all white rappers rap like Eminem. That's one thing that I had to deal with. Once I got over that, I was able to appreciate the music for what it is and not feel like he was actually copying Eminem.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of that Lil Wayne that he idolizes, the wordplay, the imagery, all that shit. The only thing I got from Eminem was the trauma and the white people shit. But other than that, this was absolutely phenomenal.
That was good. That was good. I enjoyed this through and through, my nigga, from top to bottom, nigga. Like, Token, I'm going to tell you like this right now, my guy. I was never the biggest fan of your music. I felt like it catered to a specific demographic, which is white boys who like hip hop. And that's cool because you are a white boy in hip hop, right? So, but one thing I'll never do is not listen. And I heard this shit and I said, wow. From the first record, I'm not supposed to be here. Mm-hmm. I said, all right, you got me, my nigga. You got me. Like, I'm engaged now. So now I'm listening to records after records. Then it was like, that would never be me after that. The Duck Hunter record was fire. And then Friends happened.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you niggas like this, man. You might could have a friend. You might could have a nigga who's doing some shit like one of your boys, whatever. That's not you. I want you niggas to remember that. Your mans who's about to go do some ill shit is not you. Your mans who's the face of the brand, your man who's the face of whatever, is not you. Bitches don't like you like that. Real shit. They like your mans. And your mans is the reason why the bitch is even giving you the time of day. She might not want to give you the pussy, so don't take it. It's not okay. You might think that she's playing hard to get. No, nigga, she don't like you. She don't like you. She don't want to fuck you. So don't take advantage. It's fucked up. It's disgusting. It's vile. Niggas go to jail for shit like that. If nothing else scares you, my nigga, niggas go to jail for shit like that. Don't be a widow. Just, keep that in mind. But Friends was such a loaded conversation. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just that part of it. Yeah. It was everything else that happened afterwards. And I love that he brought that to light. Yeah. What I love about this project is that he talked about so many like home hitting topics, but didn't mention a name ever. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying Sarah's song, it can't be Sarah. Yeah. It has to be Hannah.
No, I feel like Hannah's too kind.
It could be Amelia.
Nah, Amelia's too nice.
Amelia might have been the foreign exchange bitch. Yeah. That moved to his neighborhood. You know what I mean? Amelia, you know what I mean? Like some shit. You know what I mean?
Probably like
it could have been Topanga.
Skylar.
Skylar's good.
Yeah.
I like Skylar.
You said Topanga?
Topanga's crazy.
There's only one Topanga on the face of this planet, bro.
I feel like somebody named their daughter Topanga after. And I feel like he's in that age group where it makes sense. You know what I mean? He's 26.
Yeah.
There might be some bitch named Topanga in that age group. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is this. Not to make light of any situation. I'm not trying to make light of nothing. I don't want nobody to feel like I'm poking fun of the situation.
Yeah, no.
It's never okay for you to take advantage of any woman, and it's never okay for you to let a woman to take advantage of you. Mm-hmm. Because Sarah's
depends.
song,
it depends. It depends how she's taking advantage of you, though.
But we're talking about what happened on Sarah's song.
Oh yeah. That
she was
song
straight
was
lying.
horrid.
She was straight lying.
She was a terrible human.
She was lying and acting like she wasn't lying.
Yo,
after 8 different people told him about what Sarah said.
But you know what? The pussy was probably so good he didn't even believe them niggas.
It took 8 niggas.
It took 8 niggas for him to be like, you know what? Fuck that bitch. You know what I mean?
That's white people shit.
Fuck Sarah.
That's white people shit. Any black person I know, it would have took 2 people, maybe 1. The second person would have said it and would have been like, all right, cool, that girl's a whore. And that would have been it.
Well, look, Sarah, whatever the fuck your name is, Megan, Egan, Karen,
Amber.
Katie is
Amber's a good one.
Nah, Katie
is actually
Katie's the best.
Katie is good. Jenna.
Yo.
Oh, we might get a little exotic. Gemma might be it. We don't know. We don't know what the fuck your name is.
Those are the babies after 2000. They're the Gemmas.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But anyway, fuck you bitches.
Oh.
And bitches like you.
Yeah,
them bitches.
Damn.
Charlie's crazy.
I mean,
nigga said.
You know what I mean? So
Caitlyn.
But
Caitlyn
other than
is
that
another one.
record, Caitlyn is actually another.
Yeah.
That's Katie. That's Katie.
Yeah, but Caitlyn.
But Catherine can also be Katie.
Yeah, but Caitlyn is its own entity.
Yeah, you're
Caitlyn.
right.
It's its own trash.
That's
like, you know
that's
what I'm saying?
Marblehead. That's Marblehead bullshit. Caitlyn.
You see, he's talking about all the shit in Marblehead and Salem and the North Shore.
Yeah. North Shore bullshit. And you know what? You know that's not important. But anyway, moving on from Sarah's song, my man had a record with Tech Nine.
Yeah.
Let's clap it up for that. Come on, man. Granted, I did not really care for the song, but it's Tech Nine. It's fucking Tech Nine. I think Token rap better than Tech Nine on that record, if you ask me.
I agree.
But it's still Tech Nine. I don't find a flaw in this, man. I feel like Token, he dived into his bag.
Dove?
And he dove into his bag. And I'll tell you like this. I was with his DJ this past weekend for Nicole's birthday. Shout out Nicole. Shout out to Grease. She in the building. You know what I mean? I was with DJ DeCasso here at the Sound Lab for Nicole's birthday on Sunday. And he told me, he said, look, Token has a certain set of people who listen to his music. He has different flavors. He has different areas that he could dive into. But he's catering to the people who showed up and showed out for him day in and day out. That's why this album sounds the way it sounds. I believe that he has different bags. I believe he could get melodic on it. I believe he could do different shit because we've seen him switch his flow up how many times on this one project alone?
Yeah.
I know he could do different things, but he's also catering to the people who's got him to where he's at now. 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify. That don't happen by accident, my nigga. So shout out to my nigga Token. Shout out DJ DeCasso. Shout out to that whole team over there. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. There always gotta be one Solange in the elevator, man. Out of 5 red cups,
Get out of here, for real.
we gave this 4.9.
Wow. Yo, where's Boogie at, bro?
You already know who it is.
Violence.
It's okay.
He
It's
chose
all right.
violence.
It's all right. It's all right.
That's okay.
Always gotta be one Solange in the elevator, man. I thought it was a 5. But here we are. You know what I mean?
Subjective.
That was a me thing. But anyway, you're quiet on set, please. Come on, hold it down, man. Come on. All right, let's dive straight into it, man. Puffy might walk. Come on. Puffy got convicted of 2 out of 5 charges. They was trying to scare niggas. They was trying to scare niggas with all these weird-ass charges. These weird-ass words that niggas don't understand.
What? Count 1, Rico, not guilty. Count 2, sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura, not guilty. Mann Act, transportation, Cassie Ventura, guilty of that. Not guilty of sex trafficking of, I guess it was a Jane Doe. And guilty of the second Mann Act charge for transportation of Jane Doe. Guilty. So he was found guilty of the 2
So they're saying
lesser
that
charges.
them bitches were selling pussy for him.
I don't know.
That's what
that
they're saying,
means.
That's what the charges are, right? That he was making money off of these women having sex with other people. That's what I'm taking it as. Those were his girls.
Does sex trafficking always have to involve money or funds?
Mann Act, transportation, cash.
Cassie Ventura, right?
Oh, I thought it said cash. I thought it said cash for sex. It says Cassie Ventura guilty. My bad.
No, funny.
All right. So look. Go ahead. Y'all go in first, please.
Well, no. I mean, I'm just gonna state the facts of the verdict. I don't have any feelings, thoughts, or anything that I really want to say about this. I don't know how much time he can do. He was not granted bail. We know that.
I think that's for dramatic effect.
Well, he's going to be sitting in prison until sentencing. And they're saying he could face up to 10 years, but I don't know 20. If he'll do that time. Up to 20.
Because it's 10 years per charge.
Per charge. Yeah. So I'm not sure how that's going to... But he seems hopeful as far as like when they read the verdict.
His lawyers seem like it was a win.
Yeah. So
they're talking like it's a win.
He beat a racketeering. That is the win.
It is.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, the jury did not believe that he was, I don't know if it's that they didn't believe that it was sex trafficking or they didn't believe that it was coerced.
It wasn't coerced.
So there's that. I'm done.
Rick?
I mean, we all saw the video of him beating the shit out of Cassie.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
That's fucked up. There's no condoning any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to protect our queens, and Diddy definitely didn't do that. So I'm not going to ride on that bullshit because, again, I was raised by a black woman. The last thing you ever want to do is put your hands on a black woman or any woman of that, of any sort. As for the other charges, I don't know. I wasn't on the jury. Clearly, his peers didn't believe that his actions were that egregious. But I do believe that Diddy is going to serve some time on top of the fact that he did a year. He's probably going to do about 2 years or whatever, and then he'll be out, on bond for the rest of, on probation for everything else. So I don't know. I think this is an unfortunate situation. Diddy worked really hard throughout his career just to watch it go out the window because he want to be a horny nigga and just do dumb shit. But again, this is a lesson for everybody. Use your head and not your dick because clearly that shit's going to get you in some fucked up shit. You know what I mean? So like this is a clear example of what you should not be doing as a man or as a woman or as a person in general. You know what I mean? Like, pay attention to what's going on. I get it. Yeah, he was found not guilty of 3 of the charges, but 2 of those charges are serious. So, yeah, this is just a lesson, man. Like, just be mindful of what you got going on. It's important to, the company you keep. That's another thing. Throughout this whole trial, we watch people turn their back on Diddy.
Yeah.
This could be you.
Yeah.
So all the dumb shit that you do, no Diddy.
Why is no Diddy a thing? So all right. So here's the thing. We're gonna talk about why Diddy's why no Diddy's a thing. So so here's the thing. Diddy a freaky ass boy. All right. We not gonna act like Diddy not a freaky ass boy. But you can't go to jail for being a freaky ass boy. We give free reign to all the alphabet people, right? They could do whatever the fuck they want to do, right? But Diddy can't have a little nut on his chest, right? If that's what he like, y'all should just let it be, right? What I hated about the case is that niggas was trying to harp on the fact that he's a piece of shit opposed to what's illegal.
Right.
Niggas could be pieces of... There's a lot of niggas who's pieces of shit, right? But is it illegal for being a piece of shit? Here's the thing. Cassie got her ass beat for how many years? Never made it criminal, but made it civil for $30 million. Settled at 20. Good for you, Cassie Ventura. I'm glad you got paid out, sweetheart. But why didn't you go to the police for real when it happened, right? I'm not trying to take anything away from Puff and say that he's a great guy and all of these things. But what I'm saying is, Kings, protect yourselves. Y'all might have some weird ass kinks. Look, if y'all are some weirdos, nigga, y'all could be weirdos, nigga. But hire weirdos. Hire real weirdos who want to get weird with you. If that's the type of shit that you on. You didn't have to take your girlfriend and make her a weirdo. Because she's not a weirdo. She didn't want to get her ass beat. She didn't want to be a prisoner to the freak-offs. She might have wanted to freak off here and there. And then she might have talked like I'm always ready to freak off. She did say that. She did say that. We saw the text. She said she always ready. The coercion is tricky because there also is a text where it's like, if you don't freak off with me right now, I'm going to show your mother these text messages. That was weird.
Right.
That was weird. Why would you show her mother the text messages? That's what y'all do. Y'all freak off when y'all want to freak off. That was weird, Puff. Mm-hmm. But is that illegal though?
It's not illegal, but you're taking away somebody's rights by pressuring them into doing shit that they probably don't want to do. One of the things we got to understand is that, being coerced into things is a thing. And one of the things that people do is we take it, not we, but people take advantage of people that are weaker than them. We do that on a day-to-day basis, whether it's an assistant or somebody that helps us. When we feel like they're beneath us, we force them to do things that they probably wouldn't have done. I cannot blame Cassie for not going to the cops if she felt like she truly loved this man and she wanted to protect him at the end of the day. It's probably not her job, but that is how most people are raised. They're raised to see abuse and to actually protect that same abuse later on in their lives. I don't think that, I can't say that she just got up and didn't decide to call the cops. I can't agree with that, Chiz. I think that it takes a lot in it. I think there's a lot of mental manipulation. I think there's a lot of, verbal manipulation as well. I think there's threatening, things that are happening. I think that Diddy definitely threatened her. She felt like she was weaker in that situation. This is a chess match. You know what I'm saying? And she felt like she was not strong enough to compete with Diddy. We have to understand that in society that women are usually placed at the bottom compared to men. I don't think it's just she wanted to fuck. I think it turned into I want to fuck Diddy to Diddy deciding that I want you to fuck other people. And that decision wasn't made on her. I think Diddy made that decision for her. Nah.
I agree with that. I agree with that to an extent. I agree with that to an extent because you could just leave. Like, look.
How many before we do this, how many women are in relationship situations that they want to leave but they can't leave because something's keeping them there?
There's a lot.
That's not true.
But what I'm saying is this.
That's a young nigga's mentality. Not all women are just going to fuck another nigga because they don't want to leave.
Look, this is what I'm going to tell you. When you look at what is provable in court, in when it comes to the law, none of that shit matters, bro.
Right. The law's the law. I'm talking as somebody that has sisters. I'm talking to somebody that has a mother.
Right.
I'm talking to somebody that has cousins and all the other shit that are women. If this shit was on me, I'd probably smoke somebody by now, my nigga. No bullshit. Yeah. No cap. I would probably go out and I'd be fucking raging war on a nigga that's beating my fucking sister or beating my fucking mother. I don't think that's cool, regardless of what it is. I know it's not the law, but I would take the law into my own hands, and I'd be making sure that somebody's mother or sister would be crying for their brother. That's me.
And I appreciate your sentiment. But what I'm saying is this, bro. Like, we looking at a situation that happened with Puff and what was deemed guilty and not guilty. Right.
Absolutely.
Now, right. That's what we're looking at. I'm glad that he got off the racketeering charge because I couldn't come up with like what was he racketeering? Yeah, he might have defaced some firearms. He might have did some shit like, you know what I mean? He might have
on 2 of them, 2 out of 5.
But it was for the what was it?
It's the Mann Act.
Man Act.
The Mann Act, right? And that was for transportation for prostitution, right? Transportation for prostitution. Okay. But how do we prove that he chose to prostitute these two women?
Was it legal?
No,
Prostitution's
that's not
period.
legal. Prostitution is not legal. Not in America. Like, not in America. It's never been legal.
Yes.
Not in here. Nigga said Rhode Island. This ain't Rhode Island. And they're not in Rhode Island. I don't know what y'all talking about. But what I'm saying is that's not. How can we prove that he was prostituting these women? And I don't feel like they had a case against him. I feel like they just wanted to get him on something. Because I feel like this whole case was weak on the prosecution side. If we're being real. Like, from my perspective. And I always had mixed feelings about it. Him possibly walking away, I still have mixed feelings about it. Because I still seen that video of him fucking Cassie up.
Right, and so see, you seeing that video and still being able to say, like, why didn't you leave in the beginning? You have to also remember that not only was she super young when she started dating him, so there's also that element of
fear.
There's an element of fear. There's the element of grooming, and there's also like people who are abused, people who are in domestic relationships. It's not easy for them to. As an outsider looking in, it's very easy for you to say, like, why you ain't just go to the police? Or why you ain't just leave? Why you ain't have to stay? You chose to get your ass beat. But that's not the truth. Because if you're scared enough, if you fear for your life enough, and then you depend on this person financially, because she was supposed to have a flourishing music career and did not have that.
The album never happened.
Now you are depending on someone for everything. So now you're battling with livelihood as well as, okay, what do I do if I tell? What do I do if I leave?
Right.
Okay, I don't know. I haven't been in an abusive relationship in that way, so I can't speak for her, but I know that it's not easy to leave. And for people who are not in the situation, it's kind of unfair for you to say, like, why didn't you go? Why didn't you leave? Or what point do you... People have a very... they see things through rose-colored glasses when they're in the situation. So when you're not in it, you're not going to see it the way that they do. They don't see what you're seeing. They don't see it as, like, I'm being abused, I have to leave. It's like, I'm scared, I'm just going to endure. And a lot of the times, abusers convince you that it's your fault that you're being abused. So that's that.
All right, you got it. But what do you think is going to happen when it comes to sentencing?
I have no idea, honestly.
You know what I think? I think they're going to give him time served, like a ridiculous amount of probation. They're going to probably give him like 20 years of probation or some stupid number. And that's what's going to happen. That's what I think.
All right. So I think for the sake of society, I think they're going to give him a year with time served.
Okay.
He's going to bang out that year. He's going to do a year and a day. And then he's going to have 10, 15 years of probation.
You think society gives a fuck about the rich, like, versus the poor?
Not necessarily, but I think that they give a fuck about Diddy being, this brand ambassador and, ruining shit.
They held him for almost 2 years.
Yeah, but it's not enough punishment for you got to understand that this is at a higher level. Diddy is going to get punished. Diddy is going to get punished for ruining the image of Ciroc, Revolt, and all these other things. There's going to be a punishment for that. I understand that the law is the law, but there's definitely going to be punishment, higher punishment for that.
The Diageo thing, I think, played a factor into it. But I also think that for the rich and famous, almost 2 years in jail is enough.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I don't think they're going to give him any extra time. And I might be wrong. I mean, I might be completely wrong. But I don't think they're going to give him any extra. And because of the way his lawyers were rejoicing at the way that the shit ended, I feel like they already got it figured out.
Yeah.
Well, he was looking at like 20 plus years.
Yeah, like a stupid amount of years.
Yeah,
right.
that's now off the table. So regardless of a lawyer, right? If I know that I helped my client to beat a 20-year charge, and he's gonna get anything less than 20, it's a fucking win, bro.
Yeah, it is, but it's also still like dangling over his head. He could get the maximum of 20. No, nobody rich and famous gets the maximum of anything.
He's not gonna get the maximum,
right? So they're gonna give him the minimum. I don't know what the minimum is on that charge, but all they keep talking about is the maximum of 20 years.
I think the minimum
right,
is 5.
because each charge is 10
the minimum
years
is 5?
max.
I believe so.
Each charge is 10 years max on what he's got right now.
Right. So he got 20 max.
Right. That's not how it works in the federal system. He's going to do half of that time. So we're looking at 2.5 and 2.5, which is 5 years. He's already done a year in jail. In the federal system, no. He got locked up in September. So
September of last year?
Yeah.
That was it?
Yes. He's only done a year. His fucking thing date is in October. They might expedite it. He might get in August or September.
Damn.
He's gonna do that year, bro. He's gonna do the 2.5 for each of those charges, and he's gonna eat the rest of that on probation. He has to do something. Lil Wayne got caught with some guns. He did a year and a day. T.I. got caught with some guns. He did a year and a day. And that includes the time that they spent in pretrial.
T.I. got caught with a lot of guns.
Exactly. He did a year and a day. Clearly he was telling. But whatever. That's not for that conversation right now. But what I'm saying is that Diddy is definitely going to do a little bit of time.
So if T.I. can get caught with an army artillery of weapons and did a year and a day, I feel like Puff already did a year and a day.
He didn't assault women, though. You got to understand.
Artillery
where you don't kill nobody versus you actually beat the shit out of a woman.
Did she die?
He beat the shit out of her, bro.
I'm looking at it from the way that the law looks at it.
I'm looking at it as how all 1,050,000 fucking Karens and mothers and everybody else is looking at it. All the women in the world are looking at it this way. There's no judge in this world that's going to just say, hey, Mr. Puff Daddy Sean Combs, you can go sit in your fucking $1 million mansion and that's that. It's not going to happen like that. He's going to get some time because it just calls for it. If I was a judge, I would give this motherfucker time too. Why? Because he's a fucking degenerate, bro. He beat up a fucking poor woman, bro. That clearly
we just saw one time.
That's just one time out of probably how many times he beat the shit out of her, bro.
Yeah.
You got to understand that.
I'm not mad at you for this take. I'm
just
trying to think about it from the take of these lawyers and judges who be getting their grease palmed, like their palms greased. I mean,
and it's already happened. That's why they dropped the RICO and the racketeering. Think about it like that.
That's all I'm saying.
Man. So they already got their payoff. Now the other payoff is Diddy got to serve some fucking time, my nigga. Do what he needs to do, and he'll come back out like nothing happened.
Yeah.
You got to understand, he's not a poor man. It's not like one of us going to prison and coming back, and we got to reestablish ourselves. This nigga's an established figure in society, bro. He's going to go to prison. He's going to come back, and it's going to be as if nothing ever fucking happened.
I don't know. We'll see.
We will see.
We'll see.
It's above us. You know what I'm saying?
It's above us.
Absolutely.
All right.
Man, it's a lot. I feel like it's just a whole lot of domestic situations that have been happening lately, and I don't know what's going on.
Can we talk about something that's going on locally, though, before we do that?
Sure.
I want to talk about
what that piece of shit cop?
This nasty-ass nigga Paul Downey. BPD. You nasty bitch. I'm gonna read this shit. I'm gonna read it word for word. This is on Boston25news.com. Waiting for this shit to load. I don't know why this shit taking forever. But anyway, Paul Downey, he's a sergeant in Boston Police. Boston Police sergeant held on $250K bail after prosecutor details child rape allegations. A veteran Boston police sergeant was deemed a flight risk in court on Tuesday and ordered held on a $250,000 bail after a prosecutor detailed the child rape charges he faces. Paul Downey, 58, returned to Boston Municipal Court to face 4 counts of aggravated rape of a child, 2 counts of sexual conduct with a child under 18, and 2 counts of electronic enticement of a child for commercial sexual activity. A plea of not guilty was entered on his bitch-ass behalf. Assistant Suffolk District and County, whatever, attorney Brandon, so-called Davila, alleged that Downey met a 14-year-old boy on the dating app Grindr on March of this year and started communicating with him on Snap before paying him $50 for sex.
What, bro?
Now, I got an inside source. Y'all know me with the inside sources. This is a true story. They didn't want to go get that man at his house. This is how the BPD is fucked up. Boston Police Department, you niggas suck. Y'all didn't want to go get him at his house and embarrass him around his neighbors. So what y'all do? Y'all want to go get him at work. Y'all want to go get him at work in front of his coworkers, right?
You probably debriefed him.
And guess what a lot of his coworkers were saying?
You don't believe it.
I've been working with Paul for 30 years. There's no way.
Please.
But evidence shows that this piece of shit, Paul Downey, you fucking weird ass nigga, was walking into work texting this little boy.
Oh my goodness.
And evidence shows that there was conversations of him actually penetrating this boy.
Oh, come on, man.
Paul. I don't even know why. If there's evidence that shows all of these things, why is there a trial?
Because he's...
Like situations like this is what gets me mad. We get mad at the nigga Puff for being a freaky ass nigga, right? And I'm not taking nothing away from freak that Puff did.
Yeah.
Puff got some demons to him too. But Paul Downey, you piece of shit.
Yeah, you're sick.
You probably have children. I don't know anything about your life. I don't give a fuck to care about anything about your life. I don't want to know anything about your life. All I know is that you're a piece of shit and you need to die under the jail, my nigga. How old is the little nigga? 13? 14?
14 years old.
14. I don't care if the little nigga said, give me $50. What is wrong with you?
And they trust Massachusetts State Police to do a thorough investigation. I bet it's gonna
Massachusetts
be
State Police is the same niggas who told us that Karen Reed killed somebody, right? Bro. So, I'm going to give the weakest of the week to Paul liking little boy butt Downey. You fucking weirdo. I hate you, bro. I dead ass hate you, my nigga. I hate people who love you. I hate anybody who says that you didn't do it. I hate the person who birthed you. I hate anybody who came from you. I think you're the scum of the earth, Paul Downey. And I like Downey. I use that fabric softener all the time. It makes my clothes smell good. But now I don't want to use this shit no more because you're bitch ass. Paul. I think there should be a special jail for people who do things to kids.
Yeah.
There should be a special jail of niggas with 15-inch dicks who fuck you niggas in the ass.
Oh my God, please.
Daily. Against your will. You bitch ass niggas. No, on Dead Dogs. Because that's what you like to do to little kids, right? That's what you should get. Niggas who's fucking you.
Yo, enough, bro. I'm trying not to laugh, but like, come on, dog.
I'm not trying to be funny.
I know you're not.
Like,
it's just the delivery.
Like on Dead Dog, like that's what should happen to motherfuckers like you, Paul Downey. And I think that's exactly once you go to the max, it's up for you, bro. Paul, you can scratch your claw all you want, my nigga. It's up for you. Niggas in the max is gonna fuck you, bro. Go ahead. Cause they ain't got nothing to lose over there. They about to do 20 or 30. They gonna fuck you up, Paul. And you a cop? Oh my God, it's up for you.
He's about to be
over.
He's gonna be in
Paul's,
protective
it's
custody
over.
the entire
It's over.
time.
Not necessarily. If there's any cops or any people who's in law enforcement who have any decent hearts, who care about children, they'll let that nigga to gym pop. Let that nigga go to gym pop. And then he gonna get popped every day. On dogs. That's what I wish for you, Paul, bitch ass nigga. I hate you, nigga. That's all I gotta say about that.
Okay.
What y'all got?
I don't know. I think that people who are, I don't know. I find it odd. Like, how can you be attracted to any child?
Because they're sick in the mind, though.
Yeah.
Like,
There's no explanation for that. You're sick in the mind.
It's weird. It's a weird thing for an adult to say, oh, this 12-year-old or whatever-year-old is who I want to have any kind of physical contact with. I think that's...
Nigga, you sick.
Yeah, you're beyond sick. You should be castrated and...
You should get fucked every day by big-ass Tyrone.
Yeah.
yo.
That's crazy.
No lube.
I think it's just wrong, man. You know, I got a son. I got a 15-year-old son, and that's the last thing I would ever want to hear, man. You know, again, I don't want to kill nobody's son or nothing like that. But somebody violate my son, that's
That's
I don't know.
grounds
It's
for,
crazy. So, a 14-year-old son that a police officer who was
He's supposed to protect and serve.
protect and serve, man. You know
That's why he should get served 14-inch dick every day for the rest of his life, my nigga.
Yeah,
on dead dogs. Like, yo, and like, look, I'm not trying to make light of this shit, but you should get what you gave.
Yeah.
You piece of shit. I got a son, nigga.
Yeah.
He got a son. There's a lot of niggas in here who have children. Fuck that, bro. Fuck you, my nigga. Like that shit gets me so upset.
Yeah.
Like, on dead dogs, bro. Like, you should get the worst shit that's coming to you day over day, and you should suffer for life, my nigga. And you a cop. You a cop. This is why niggas hate cops.
Yeah.
I got friends who are cops, and I look at them funny, because of niggas like you. The fuck are we doing here? And you know, what cops gonna say? Well, we look at you niggas like, then fuck you, nigga. You look at us funny because of one nigga that you arrested.
Right.
That probably smacked the shit out you bitch ass nigga. Y'all niggas ain't like that. A lot of you cops been getting your ass whooped your whole fucking life. Bitch ass Paul. You probably, man, I'm upset. You know why I'm upset? Because I hate that shit, bro. That shit is fucked up. You doing this shit to kids, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, kids are innocent as fuck. They probably don't even know what the fuck's going on. And then they probably feel the connection after that weird shit that you doing to them, bro. Like, that shit's, that shit gets me so mad, my nigga. That shit gets me so fucking upset. So it's like, niggas like you should die, bro, on dead dogs.
And then it's like, with situations like this, you don't know if this is the first occurrence or if this is just the first one that they caught.
It's not the first. You know, it's not the first.
That's the part that I'm just like, and then to want to protect him, to want to not embarrass him, to want him to go like,
what I will give you
secret is
from my insider source, the department chief was actually against his bitch ass. And I love that. I love that. Because one thing about police is they never like going against themselves. The department chief was like, yo, look, he violated. Let the court do its thing with him. Fuck that I knew this nigga for 30 years.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Paul. Fuck you, fuck your wife, fuck your kids. Fuck everybody, nigga. On dead dogs.
But
fuck your kids too.
But the other side of that though too is like, imagine the wife and the kids finding this out. Like, that's
and then he's still riding for his bitch ass. That's the problem. Here's the problem, right? All right, so we've seen multiple cases on multiple occasions where there's somebody who has an offense, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it's believable or not.
Yeah.
You might have a wife who's riding for him, right? But then you got the children, my nigga. Then you got the children who are riding and saying, my dad didn't do it. How you know your dad didn't do it?
Right.
You was with your dad when he did that weird shit?
And I don't know how you can do that when you have children. As like, I just I don't get it.
It's a disease.
How do you look at another
It's
child
mental
and
illness.
not
It really
see
is
your
mental
own?
illness. It's mental illness. It's mental illness, man. It's mental illness. And motherfuckers like that who act on it, you weird ass niggas, deserve to die, in my opinion.
Mental illness like a motherfucker, bro.
Get them the fuck up out of here, man. We don't need motherfuckers like that in our society. That's all I'm saying.
They'd
Call
rather,
Turtle Boy about
they
that.
would rather prosecute a marijuana seller to the full extent of the law, but not this guy, not Paul.
No, not Paul.
Paul
like it in the
deserves-
butt, Downey.
Lord.
Fuck you, Paul. On dead dogs. Anything else, man? What else we talking about?
Enough of Paul.
Yeah, please. Enough.
Tom.
All right.
What else?
What you was about to talk about something, Bells. What was you about to
Real
bring
quick. Yeah, the men are wilding this year. I don't know what's going on. 2 separate cases of there's a murder-suicide in Georgia and an attempted murder and attempted suicide. 2 separate occasions. First woman, she's in her 50s. She got stabbed 37 times by her ex-boyfriend, shot twice, survived.
Wow.
And
she's a strong ass woman.
You don't even want to survive that shit.
he attempted
37 times,
37
2-time shot.
He's like broke into her house, waited for her to get home, and then ambushed her. 9 of those times that she got stabbed was in her heart. So I have no idea how this woman even.
She is anointed.
No, like legitimately.
Like she's God's favor for real.
For real.
Like there's no way.
And then he attempted to kill himself by drinking antifreeze, I believe, and zip tying himself.
He ain't drinking no.
But he survived, unfortunately, and he's now in court.
In jail.
Actually, he's not in jail yet. I mean, like, he's being held, but he hasn't been sentenced or anything
he's
like
in
that because
jail.
this literally just happened a few months ago. But yeah,
He's in jail. He's not on bail, is he?
no, I don't think they granted him bail.
He's in prison.
But yes, he's in prison. And then another one was some popular, I guess, social media couple. Mind you, the internet is crazy because y'all be on it a little too much. They were literally on live for, I don't know, maybe 2 hours before this happened. And throughout the live, he kept saying it like, yo, shut up or I'm going to do it to you. Like, da-da-da-da, you're not going to leave this house alive. And he really killed her. And then he, once, the police caught up to him, he killed himself and succeeded, unfortunately.
Okay, so where are we going with this topic? Right
Oh,
here?
I'm just
'Cause
talking
this is
about.
wild. Like,
No,
what
it
the
is a
fuck?
lot. It's a lot. But like
The
we were talking about Diddy. We were talking about the abuse, and I'm just like, there's so many domestic cases where I'm just like, I don't know what it is about this generation or the world that we're living in.
I will say
now.
what it is. Niggas is fucking fragile. They let the words of a woman bring them to the point where they can't even fucking think straight and they do dumb shit. Stop being fucking fragile. Understand that people are going to talk. You're a man. Go for a fucking walk. Leave the situation. Do whatever it takes to protect both you and the person that you're involved with. There's no reason for you to ever fucking put your hands on a woman.
Word.
For any reason. You are better off. There's millions of women. Women outnumber men on this planet. Please go find another woman. It does not matter for you to go and kill a woman,
Or stay
beat a
by
woman,
yourself.
steal a woman, and then end up taking your own life because of a woman. It sounds ridiculous. And vice versa. Same thing with women. You do not need a man to fucking control you and control your narrative. Do your fucking thing. There's no man or woman more important than you on this planet. I think that shit's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga. Honestly, I feel like this conversation It's getting real violent.
Sorry.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm feeling violent.
Yeah.
And I don't like feeling violent.
Sounds like.
So I feel like we need to bring this in for a little.
I think so too. Let's stay on the high note that, motherfucking Revolt TV.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about shit that matters, man. All this irrelevant shit, it's not irrelevant, but all this shit that's poking and taken away from the success that we're gaining.
Yeah.
I think we should circle back and end the podcast and end the show on a high note, man. Motherfucking Revolt TV, man.
Let's go.
We here, baby.
Let's get it. Motherfucking Revolt.
Revolt, baby. Yeah.
I'm Charlie Machine alongside my Choco Bliss, Honey Kiss, Never Miss, my good sis. Big Bells from a big block. Even though she late as fuck, let's go. And my big bro.
We got it.
Big bro.
All night.
Damn, Rick.
Yeah.
We in here, man. We in the Media Lab at the Sound Lab, man. There's a lot of love in here. We love y'all.
Thank you, everybody, man.
So next time, it's episode 272.
It's love, baby.
We out of here, man. We out of here. Come on.
You see how that kiss was mad respectful, but that kiss was mad respectful. I didn't diddy you. You not Cassie, my nigga. Why you acting like you